Hello there! I'm Brad Barton and welcome to 1.21 Geekawatts. For the very first time, there is a guest here on the set. It's Adam Heroux, ladies and gentlemen. You've loved him from trivia competitions when I've said and named his name. This is what he looks like in real life.
You maybe tolerated me from the trivia.
That's right. Questions. That's right. He's the one who's beating you all. I'll give you his home address. So you're all the way down from Massachusetts.
Yes.
For New York Comic Con, right? No, that's why I'm not there either. But he's here, and that's the important thing.
And I'm excited.
All right, so here's something for you to be excited about. Here's story number one, hence the Lego movie signage here. News is coming out from New York Comic Con, of course, and one of those stories has been about the Lego movies that are coming up. Plural. So, of course, a Lego movie sequel was already announced because it was a big fat hit and it's an awesome movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they said we're going to make a sequel. By the way, we're also going to make a Lego Ninjago movie.
Which I'm sure in a couple of years people will still be clamoring to see.
Yeah, that's right. That'll be sitting still shrink wrapped in people's DVD collections. But through New York Comic Con, now they've talked about the fact that they're going to put off the release of the Lego movie in favor of a fast-tracked Lego Batman movie, starring the voice of Will Arnett, who did it in the Lego movie, of course. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, because there's not enough DC properties out there.
Thank you. This is what needs to be said. All right, so in theory, we didn't even talk about that before, but we're of a similar brain. So yeah, this is my thought. I like the idea of that, and the Batman Lego video games are very popular.
Absolutely, and Will Arnett does a great job
and
with
he's
voicing
hilarious.
it. Excellent character, but you reach a saturation point at a certain.
And at that point, we're in the middle of it.
Yeah.
So if this movie comes out in 2016 or 2017 or whatever the release date is supposed to be, we're already in the midst of Justice League and Batman v Superman and all this. Like it's on. Batfleck is all over the place at this point, and now we're going to have Will Arnett, and that's a lot of Batman on a movie screen. Will it happen? Will we want to tolerate all that?
I can't wait.
Oh, that's an impression. Yeah. We're doing that now on this show. Moving on. So Star Wars Rebels, I've talked about it here recently, but there's some cool, interesting news about that. It did really well on its premiere. Have you seen this?
I did not.
I
missed it, actually,
yeah. It's okay. It's okay. The first one is narratively, it's hitting all the Star Wars beats that fanboys want to see, and some of them are totally suck you in. At least they did, and by you I mean me. And then other stuff is like, I sure hope there's an interesting backstory for this random Mandalorian girl with the pink helmet, because otherwise, this seems a little fan service.
I was just gonna say a lot of fan service, maybe not a lot of depth there.
Yeah. But I think it's got potential to go somewhere. At any rate, here's the interesting thing. It played huge in its debut on Disney Channel. It got great ratings, like 6.5 rating or something like that. The point is that, and I could be totally wrong on those numbers. I don't know. It got a
Nobody's
1,204.
Everybody watched it.
A lot of people watched it. At least more people than usually watch debuts on the Disney Channel.
Right.
And given the random output of, whatever kind of tween programming they've got going on, I guess that's impressive. So, here's what they're going to do. The corporate synergy is being tossed in the cauldron and cooked up. And they are going to re-air Star Wars Rebels, the big premiere, 45-minute premiere episode or whatever, on ABC.
Whoa, big time.
Snap, the show, y'all. We were the wrong people to break into those characters at that point. Oh, heavens!
Goodness
the
gracious.
Mothership. So it's going to air on ABC on Sunday the 26th at 9 p.m. Here's the really cool part about that. You know where it goes with this. There sure is. They're adding a new scene to it, so still maybe you're thinking to yourself, whatever, it's going to be with that pink-helmeted Mandalorian girl. I don't care about that. No, it's not. It's with a black-helmeted Darth Vader, who is not scheduled or allegedly going to be on the show this much. Even more interesting, he will be voiced by James Earl Jones. Now, so this is the first
of the voice.
Yeah, the first James Earl Jones Darth Vader, albeit animated, but still with those pipes behind the helmet for the first time since Revenge of the Sith, I assume, when he filmed a few snippets of new dialogue.
Which screaming coming off of the table.
Exactly. So arguably, this is going to be the best James Earl Jones dialogue as Darth Vader since Return of the Jedi, since Revenge of the Sith was basically him saying, "How is Padme?" and then saying, "No," which everyone hates. I won't even see it through.
And of course, somewhere David Prowse is bitching bitterly about this fact.
Yeah. I should have been the reference model for that 3D CGI. Why am I not? Where's my back pill pains? I'm sorry, David Prowse. I know you're a fan of this show. He's not a fan. He doesn't watch the show. All right, so there you have it. So for today's trivia question, let's talk about Star Wars Rebels. When Vader is not appearing on that show, the big bad guy is going to be a dude called the Inquisitor, and we saw his race in Revenge of the Sith. They have like lines on their face.
Oh, you know they mean business when they have face paint.
Yeah, there you go. Or he slept on his pillow the wrong way, and it just
corduroy imprint.
It's pretty much what it is. That's basically what it looks like. And he's got a mid-level big-time movie star providing his voice. It is a Harry Potter veteran. Ooh. Oh. And so for today's trivia question, I want you to name that voice actor for the Inquisitor on Star Wars Rebels. The answer to our last trivia question was Return of the Jedi. And the first person with the correct response was Nathaniel Wayne of St. Johnsbury, Vermont. A lovely little hamlet that I called home for about 45 minutes.
And what does Nathaniel win, Brad?
Hey, what? Thanks for segueing. Nathaniel, you win a microphone flag from New York Comic-Con Super Week, sponsored by Reed Pop. So when you do all of your interviews, you just put your flag on here, and there you go. So congratulations. You win that.
So, Brad, I've won a few of these.
You have. You're number 2 in the standings overall.
Number 2.
You've like 14, 15 times.
I've never received any of my actual prizes. And I couldn't help but notice that one of the prizes I had won, the Reality Bites press kit, sitting right here.
Yeah. Well,
so I'm going to take this. And not only that, I couldn't help but notice that the Twin Peaks reference trading cards...
Yeah, I gave those to someone.
Well, I'm taking these too.
Technically,
you know what?
It's sort of like a no prize thing, like the
There's
Hold
an
on.
AT-AT here.
That's my AT-AT.
And I'm taking this.
I grew up with that.
Yeah, well, I'm going home with it now.
But they're fake prizes.
Well, and now they're real.
You don't live near me, though. I can't see it.
And I'm taking this paddleball game.
No, but I play...
This lamp. And that's all I need.
That's it for this time. See you next time on 1.21 Geekawatts. I gotta go get my stuff. Bye. Adam!